Hello, everybody. Happy Monday. Happy week of December the 8th. I hope you had a great first week of December. And this week, if you saw my card pull last week, you knew that I was called to three different decks this week or this month. And so this is our second deck. This is an We've seen this many, many times before. The Soul's Journey from James Van Praagh. And our monthly mantra, Spirit of You. And I love this. Ready? Honesty. Honesty. And it says, I can't always expect the truth from others, but I can expect it from myself. Now, I know that we are really gearing up for the holidays right now, and we may be getting pulled 49 different ways. And one of the things that I want you to think about, especially around this mantra, Spirit of You, I want you to think about being honest with yourself and keeping your own promises aligned. And what I mean by that is I am just as I'm a people pleaser. If you've been with me for a while, you know I'm a recovering people pleaser, and it still creeps up, especially around the holidays, especially when people have huge expectations. And sometimes you just have to be honest with yourself, as hard as that is. And I know that's not what you want to hear during the holiday season. However, I believe too that if you're doing it in the right spirit and right intention for you and what's best for you, whether that's your mental health, emotional health, energetic health, spiritual health, physical health, that it will take care of itself. Now, does that mean that everyone, once you set that boundary, will like it? Absolutely not. But I also feel like when you're in alignment, when you're making decisions, when you're being honest with yourself and you're aligned with what you feel is best for you, then it will all be okay, right? Doesn't mean it's going to be easy, but it will be okay. So as we go through this busy time, number one, I encourage you to go back. If you didn't watch last week's card pull, it was great. It was talking about really sitting down and reminding ourselves each and every day, just 1 minute every day, of the greatness, our own greatness, basically. What are you proud? What are you positive about yourself, right? And this is also part of that, being honest with yourself, right? Um, and I just watched, now a lot of the podcasts are actually, they stream them on YouTube. And so I just watched a podcast talking about when there's conflict. Not that I don't know this, right? But the way it was said, it really just, when there's conflict, you sometimes need to take a step back and realize and think about, not realize, but think about what part did you play or what part did I play, meaning, right? So if I'm having conflict with someone else, and be honest with that self-reflection of what part did I play in that. And that's very hard because we don't want to be wrong, right? We want to be right, and we sometimes don't like the drama, and we don't want to, back up on something that we've firmly stood on. But sometimes, if you're ready to move through that conflict, we may need to self-reflect and be honest. Whoops, be honest. There we go. Honest with ourselves on what part we played. So, not only is the honesty the positive stuff, right? I am open-minded. I am a good listener. I'm a great friend. I'm a good mom or grandmom or spouse. It's also taking a look at the harder stuff too. Like, what role did I play? And be honest with yourself, with the good and sometimes the touchy or more emotional or the harder things, right? And please remember that if this resonates with you and you have any questions, please feel free to put them in the comments. And also Thursday nights, Embracing Me, our group coaching session. That is exactly what we do. We break this stuff down to sizable pieces and steps so we can move forward. And if that is of interest to you, I will link it below, and it's also linked up above. So if you have any questions, feel free to make a comment and I will get back to you. Otherwise, I hope you have a great second week of December.